What's up, truth seekers? Welcome back to NewsDecoded, and you're watching Dark Corners, the show where we shine a blinding light on the world's darkest secrets and decode the chaos for you. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button right now, because what you're about to hear will change the way you see the world. And if you're already part of the NewsDecoded family, drop it in the comments to let us know you're here and ready for the truth. Let's get right into it, because last night in Ukraine was nothing short of a nightmare. Imagine this. The sky over Kyiv lit up with the fire of Shahed drones and Russian ballistic missiles, pounding the city hour after hour. It wasn't just Kyiv, multiple cities across Ukraine were under siege, explosions echoing through the night, families huddled in shelters, praying for morning. This was one of the most relentless assaults Ukraine has faced since the war began. And while the world watched in horror, guess who was making headlines? Donald Trump, the man who once promised on live TV. No less that he'd bring peace to Ukraine in just 24 hours if he was elected. Elect me and the war ends in a day, he said. Well, here we are and the bombs are still falling. Another empty promise from Trump, right? But wait, there's more. He also swore he'd bring down prices overnight. You'll see, everything will be cheaper. Really, Donald? Have you checked your grocery bill lately? Let's talk facts. Last month, Fuller's coffee was $12.99. This month, $19.72. And it's not just coffee, prices are up across the board. Why? Because of Trump's failed trade wars, tariffs, and economic blunders that sent shockwaves through global markets. Even Fox News, yes, Fox just released a poll showing Trump's approval rating on inflation has plummeted to a brutal 36%. And as Spencer Akimian put it, Rupert Murdoch is about to get himself sued again for publishing this data. The truth is out, and it's ugly. But while the world burns, Trump is busy on social media, firing off wild posts. Yesterday, he called for Barack Obama to be indicted for treason. That's right, an ex-president demanding the arrest of another ex-president, live for the whole world to see. What does that say about America's image? How does it look when the supposed leader of the free world is using his official account to accuse his predecessor of the highest crime in the book? And when pressed in interviews about his Ukraine promises, Trump shrugs it off. I was just being sarcastic. It was a joke. Nobody took me seriously. Really? You're the commander-in-chief, not a stand-up comedian. People's lives are on the line and you're cracking jokes. Let's take you back to Kyiv last night. Imagine the terror sirens blaring, anti-aircraft missiles streaking through the sky, families running for cover as Russian drones rain down destruction. And while Ukrainians fight for survival, Trump is busy denying them critical weapons and support, leaving them exposed and desperate. But it doesn't stop there. Trump's failures aren't just on the battlefield, they're in your wallet too. Remember when he promised to lower healthcare costs? He stood on stage with Dr. Oz, barely able to stay awake, and announced a most favored nations policy that would supposedly make American drug prices the lowest in the world. Guess what? It never happened. Pharmaceutical companies ignored it, prices kept rising, and Trump just kept talking. And now, he's claiming victory over inflation. Prices are down, everything's cheaper. Inflation is defeated. But the reality? His administration is literally removing data from the Consumer Price Index. If you don't count the numbers, you can pretend inflation doesn't exist. It's like closing your eyes and saying the monster isn't real. Meanwhile, Trump is attacking anyone who stands in his way. He went after MAGA Republican Senator Josh Hawley for introducing a bill to ban stock trading by senators, House members, and even the president and vice president. Trump called him a second-tier senator and demanded an exemption for himself. So Hawley rewrote the bill to let Trump and his allies keep grifting while pretending to fight corruption. That's how the game is played, folks. And let's not forget Senator Rick Scott from Florida. The man who pulled off the biggest Medicare fraud in American history, pleaded the fifth hundreds of times, and then used his golden parachute to launch a political career. That's the MAGA playbook: cheat, lie, cash out, and run for office. But Trump can't even keep his conspiracy theory straight. Yesterday, he accused the Obama administration of burning evidence in burn bags to frame him for Russia. Russia. When asked about it, Trump looked confused. Burn what? Burn bags? I don't know what you mean. It's all smoke and mirrors. Folks, anything to distract from the real disasters. And then, out of nowhere, Trump announces a supposed trade deal with South Korea. According to him, South Korea is going to hand over 24.1% of its entire GDP to the United States. That's $450 billion. Japan? $550 billion. The European Union? $750 billion. But here's the kicker, none of these countries have agreed to anything. There's no paperwork, no signatures, just Trump's tweets and empty promises. Meanwhile, American companies like Ford are getting crushed. Last quarter, Ford reported a $29 million loss, compared to $1.8 billion in profit a year ago, all thanks to Trump's tariffs. The cost of steel, aluminum, and imported parts has skyrocketed, and it's the American consumer who pays the price. And just when you think it can't get any crazier, Trump slaps a 50% tariff on Brazil and sanctions a judge overseeing Bolsonaro's case, all because Brazil's courts are actually holding their leaders accountable. Imagine if America did the same. Let's bring in the experts. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell explained it best. Total PCE prices rose to 0.5% over the past year. Core prices are up to 0.7%. Tariffs are pushing up prices, and consumers are starting to feel the pain. The process is slow, but the impact is real and it's hitting your wallet every single day. So here's the bottom line. Trump's promises are empty, his deals are fake, and his policies are hurting real people. The world is more dangerous. Your groceries are more expensive, and the only thing going down is the truth. This has been Dark Corners on NewsDecoded, where we pull no punches and expose the stories others are too scared to touch. If you believe in real journalism, smash that subscribe button. Drop a blue heart in the comments if you want more truth bombs. And share this episode with everyone you know. Let's hit 6 million strong and keep decoding the news one dark corner at a time.